Welcome back everyone for another episode of Planet Nomads, and this is a special episode because my game broke. They released a hotfix just this past week, and I was currently over there at my little harvesting area with the air miner building and looking for new resource spots so I could figure out how I want to structure all my production there. And they updated the game with a hotfix to fix changes with like something with the shine on the wheels. And as soon as I loaded in, the game was literally running about 1 frame every 2 seconds. It was stuttering so bad I would see it stop, and then about 2 seconds later it moved forward a little bit and a little bit more. And I tried, I tried fixing by removing an entity with the database. I was actually looking to take that thing out because I assumed that's what the problem is that big hulking monstrosity of flying fortress that flies in the wrong direction. So I thought that was the problem, and I tried manipulating the database to remove that entity, and it did not work. But when I flew back to see if it was gone, the game paused for about maybe 30 seconds before it finally kicked back in and started moving, and it was moving normal and everything loaded in fine. So apparently something they changed, even though I have no wheels on that, one of the changes they made caused it because it was trying to load in that design, locked up my game save, and it wouldn't work. So I have not been able to do as much as I would like this week. But as you can see, I have started breaking it down because until they optimize the game better, that's not going to work. That is going to work horribly by making the game lag up and everything. So no more big, massive designs for the moment. At least I do not believe this is going to be too big and massive. And I actually had to take parts off that flying fortress there just so I have enough to make this because I was a little low on supplies. But this we're going to check out. You see, this doesn't really look all that big in comparison. I mean, that thing is tall and wide open, spread around. We're going to go with this and test out this one today. This is the one I've been looking forward to. I think it's going to work best in the end. And it's going to take about 5 minutes. So while that's going on, I'm going to go over here and take some more stuff off of this thing so I get some resources back. Alright, the Juggernaut is ready, and I knew it was finishing it because the game froze up for about 15-20 seconds while it was being completely spawned in. And again, that's a problem I hope they fix. They really need to optimize certain things in this game, especially in the physics calculations from what I'm seeing. So hopefully that will be taken care of. But this is the Juggernaut. So we do have cockpits up here, so you can actually, you and a friend go fly around. And I'm not sure how the co-piloting thing works with it, but hey, we've got that. You got an emergency 3D printer, just in case. That's standalone. You don't have to use any power, so if you happen to run out of power here, you can still use that to build a few things to get going, just so you can get maybe some power production going locally, like a water pump or something, make things easier. We've got the new cabinets, right here, which makes it look nice. We got storage, and it's not linked in. So this is just like storage where you to store food or weapons or whatever. We got food production here, and I'm looking, nothing is tied in. There's no integration there. We've got 2 of those, and there's got to be more than just this. Let's go outside. Let's see. We got a little balcony here. Surely there is more than this. For something this massive, there's got to be something more. I do like the way the air blades are enclosed, where you don't have to see them just out in the air. It's got like, vent slots. We've got solar panels, so we do have solar power, which is always helpful. More here. This is starting to look more and more like a just generalized, nice looking design, and it's got wheels so it can actually roll. I don't think it's going to be able to float. That'd be kind of cool to have something that, it can also float. You just drop it in water and it's a ship. But it's got wheels, so we know we can move around with that. Oh, here we go. Another walk down. Okay. So I've got storage along here. Nice. Instead of it being... And it's not even connected. Look, it's missing conveyors on that. It doesn't have the connectors. So these are completely disconnected. like entirely, unless that doesn't move. It doesn't look like it has any moving parts here. That's tied in at least, so maybe that's to help cut down on lagginess right now. You can just connect in the ones you need. I will definitely want these connected. We do have production here. That's using the item dispenser. So that's got that on there. That's nice. So you just have it directly tied in. That seems, though, seems like this could be a little bit more optimized for everything tying together. We've got a deuterium generator, which does have some fuel in it, so thank you, creator, for leaving fuel in it. And oh, I hit my head. It actually powered everything off and banged my head against the rooftop. And apparently I am on the wheels right now. I don't know how well the wheels are going to balance this. And you see you got airflow there. I like the suspension set up there. So not a huge amount of production, just basically everything. And then it doesn't seem like it's tied in. Like anything I produce here, I'm going to have to come and get out of it. So it doesn't tie together. And then we have these. Let's see. Switchboard, that's all it's named. So we do have storage here. We're connecting that in. Let's do this. So I know these are switches that are supposed to, like, that connects there. So this connects that. That's not connected there. So if we turn this off, that's not connecting. There's something weird with that going on. Okay, so I'll have to explore that. Here's our batteries. And we've got access up here for repairs. Ooh, and a door. I got a door to, you know, step outside. All right. So if I need to go drop out that way, I can. And yeah, all right. So this is how it's set up, basically. It's got one of everything, it looks like. Storage that I'll need to do some adjusting on. I do like the touch of the emergency printer. That does help a bit. And you know what? I'm actually going to just go ahead and dump my supplies that I have here. We'll dump this all in. Take this with me so I can use it for building elsewhere. And that's interesting. The cabinet has, I mean, it takes up a lot more room than a cargo container would, little box, but it gives a little bit more in storage slots. So let's take this thing for the maiden voyage, since apparently everything is turned on right now. And I'm going to take the higher up seat. I think I'm a little off kilter. Tell me everything is on. Come on, I turned it back on. Tell me everything's on. Do I have... Like, I don't have a roll type thing. I can't adjust like that. So, exterior light switch. Okay, at least that one's named. Let's see. I need to make sure... It seems like it may not have a good balancing thing on the sides. Like, everything's in the middle, which is nice. But does it have everything set up to power, or, you know, to balance everything out? Everything's in... Oh, yep, I fell through the door. All right, so everything's in the middle, which means there's nothing on the sides to keep it leveled out, which means if I tip over, there's going to be a problem. Yeah, I don't want to go too far away with this. Because I don't... Oh, you can see the stuttering now. That's nowhere near as bad as it was. It was absolutely terrible. Like, this is way better than it was after the update. Oh, that is so stuttery with this moving. This is why I am not going to do any more really big designs for the moment. The game's just not optimized for it. It does not handle this many blocks moving at one time, especially with other blocks around it. Maybe it will clear up once I get further away, and we're just going to head south. Just might as well, we'll head this way if it... Oh, I'm out of power now. I just wrecked. Did it break the whole thing? I can't tell. Oh, it flipped the whole thing. Wow, and I have been flipped out. Yeah, okay, so it just broke the game again. the game has broken again, and yeah, this looked like a pretty decent design, but now actually flying it a bit, testing it out, there's no balance for it, the left to right, and it's already, yeah, look, there it goes. It's already broken, all acting weird. So yeah, I'm just going to reload it, reload my game save, and we're going to ignore that design now. So I've got too much stuff right now on this. So instead of worrying about taking everything out, we're going to start by redoing the power, because I do want to try another design here today. And before anyone asks what this is doing over here, this is here because I've basically gauged by trying to line myself up as much as possible with the base over there and fly this way, how I'm going, where the central tower is going to be. So I think what I'm going to do is have it, you know, build somewhere in here and have everything branch off that way. And I've done some digging and exploring over there, so I may branch off and have more production on that little island. But this is basically a rough estimate of where the conveyors will connect to. So that's what that is there for. But right now, I've done like I did at the other one. I took the tower here. I've got the switchboard there. We're going to do a different design, because I want to see how well this is going to work too. There is a similar design on the workshop that is like a rotating solar panel, follows the sun. This, I want to see how well it's going to work. If I put it here, how much power will this produce? And is it going to produce enough that if I put, you know, some batteries here, which I'm not even sure, it may have batteries in it. If I could put batteries here, is that going to take the place of this uranium generator, so I don't have to keep bringing stuff back over here? So I'm sitting here hovering way above this little section of land. You can see I've got several more deposits over there, kind of a mixture of the iron, carbon, silicon stuff. Nice big iron, carbon one there, a little bit one there. And then I did find some more there. You can see a little bit of the ones in the distance. And there goes that build. Rotating solar, air-cooled rotating solar is done. And that was one thing that caught my attention, is that I don't think you really have to worry about the solar panels overheating. But the fact that it spins itself is pretty cool. And, okay, so no electricity. I need to put some batteries in. I don't know if I even have batteries on anything. Oh, I do, yeah, there we go. All right, so we're gonna put a couple of batteries here, which I know I have, you know, enough for some batteries. So we'll go this way, to the side. 3 on each side, so it'll be 7 for now. Take you out. Oh, and I need to reload. Surely that's going to end up causing some problems. If it's spinning like that, it's got to cause some problems in the end. We're going to do this. Oh. So it auto-connected to all of them. Yeah, it automatically connected to all of them. So now what I need is this to connect to here. And we're going to disconnect this. And I want to see how well this is going to run. So, let's see. Is there a way I can see? Yeah, 100%. Okay. I'll get around here. And they're still running. These are running off of that. These are unpowered, running off of that. So, hey, I've got this producing a lot of power. And apparently enough that it's 100% across the board. Let's do... I'll squeeze in one down here. Yeah, there we go. 1, 2, 3. I'm not sure how much the batteries will last during the night. I mean, even if they shut off during the night, then that's still going to be plenty of power running during the day. Let's see. Yep, already 100% already automatically connected. If we look here, looks like they are, I think. I think they're being... I mean, you could kind of... It looks like... Let's do this. Let's... Nope, not connecting this time. Okay, so they're connected now. Or supposedly connected. We're going to take this out. Lovely. And I'm just going to build another one of those little stands over this way. Yeah, there we go. We'll do like... Well, let's try to get it kind of evened out. Somewhat. There we go. We'll do 1, Ah, I'm too far away. Okay, can I reach it? There it is. All right, I think I can just barely, yes. I have one dispenser working from where I am standing. All right, there we go. We're gonna put you up here. I'm gonna connect you back to here, and then one, two, three. I think that's it. Just those three. Okay, yeah. So they should be. There we go. Yeah, they're running. They've got power. And while it's going, and part of the design, the aspect of this design and the similar design that has a kind of like a satellite dish, I guess you would say, aspect to it, it rotates to follow the sun. It basically is to optimize your solar output. And this thing is supposed to be where it optimizes solar output by maximizing exposure with the rotation. So it's constantly rotating. Each one's getting hit a little bit with the sun and getting more power. So you're getting a lot more production power-wise than if it was just sitting still, not spinning. And that's actually pretty cool. This is producing a good bit of power, and it can handle all of these running full, which it seems to be. It looks like it's producing enough power to charge those up and keep everything running at once. I should be good to go. I won't have to worry about any uranium production over here. Okay, so I've added some more auto miners over here, and I finally got them connected in. I had to extend out first here and then over here because the range is not all that great with the switches, actually. And I can already hear it. They're still going. So obviously, I mean, it's nighttime. That should not be producing any solar power at the moment. Which means we should be seeing these drain, and I think they are. Yes, look at that. So 96 across the board. Everything's being shared from this one switch and all those spinning ones. And I'm pretty sure they have some power storage themselves in terms of the solar panels, or what I'm seeing is the batteries inside. There may actually be already batteries inside of it that keeps it stored with some power, and I might not even have to worry about that. That might just be some extra power I don't need. Let me see if I can get a little bit lower look right here. Oh, you can hear that humming whir. Oh yeah, you can kind of see it. spinning packs of beer cans, it looks like. But there's batteries in there. So it's already loaded with batteries. I don't even need these. So we'll just take my batteries out and trust that the batteries inside are sufficient enough to keep this whole thing running. And I want to see how much power this thing produces on its own. See, not 93%. So it still has enough. It can run all of these all day and all night without running out of power. So that is a really useful thing. I may actually swap out the build at the Juggernaut farm for that, because that works fantastically well. That's not that expensive to build, and it's just sitting there producing enough power for all of these miners. That's plenty. So that is air-cooled rotating solar. I'll try to remember to put the link in the description for it if you want to check it out, because that's definitely useful. So I may be actually now burning out too much power on these. I want to see. I'm hoping, yeah, there it goes. It's fully green now, so it should be, well, it was fully green. It's thinking about it. It wants to go green, but it's not sure about the commitment. You know, going green is some extra effort there. So that's going to be it for today's episode. I'm going to work this week on trying to get started on a system for building conveyors across and see what I can come up with. I'm also going to keep an eye out for some smaller size designs to test out right now, instead of the big ones that seem to have so much trouble in the game because of the physics calculations and things like that. They're not optimized very well yet. But I'm thrilled to see that I'm not stuck having to give up on this game now, that my game save is actually working again, and it seems to be working okay for the moment. So, but yes, that is it for today's video. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to hit that like button, leave me a comment below, and hit subscribe if you haven't done so already. As always, I'm your host, Mr. Spicy. Thanks so much for watching. Be sure to keep it spicy this week, and I will see you in the next video.